Well, as we come back to Festival Hall, you can hear it in the background, Stand Up and Fight. And that's a theme song that Reg Layton has been using for a long time. And coming into the ring now is the fighter from the United States of America, Greg Stephens, weighing in today at 10 stone 5. There he is in the red and black as he moves into the ring, and Hector Thompson walking in behind him. We'll get a big cheer from the hometown crowd. Hector weighing in at good fighting weight today of 10 stone 3 1/4. I had the opportunity of talking with both fighters before we came in here tonight. As you know, until recently, Hector's had a 6 months layoff from the fight business, and he's very, very competent. He was telling me that after the fight down in Melbourne, he decided on the 6 months layoff, and he reckons it's done him the world of good. And this is a warm-up fight to Cervantes for the world title fight. He was told recently in the Philippines that he had the big chance of getting another shot at the title if he could fight some pretty well-known boys from the United States. Greg Stephens, who has a family of 2 youngsters, he's only 25 years of age, has 2 kids, one a boy of 6 years of age and a girl of 2, and he's looking for this to take him further up the ladder in the United States. Hector Thompson in world ratings, and that's the main reason he came out. I'm just looking at his trainer out there, Billy Slayton. It was great to meet up with Bill again tonight. Bill came out here some time ago with Sweet James Russell, who KO'd Mundine. And Bill loves getting out here, likes the people, and he's looking forward to a great fight. Now, as far as Greg Stephens is concerned, he's had 24 fights, 120, and 14 of them on KOs. So he's a hard puncher. Hector Thompson, in talking with him, his statement was that he doesn't expect it to go the distance and doesn't want it to go the distance. So we'll see what happens. But right now, Alf Shaw talked with Hector during the afternoon, and he had some very interesting comments from Hector Thompson. So let's go over to that.
For the fight tonight, Alf, and it's good to be fighting back in Brisbane because it is the professional fight town in Australia.
What about Cervantes?
Well, Cervantes I'd like to have at least by April
Here or overseas?
Well, if the finances there, I'd like to fight him here, but I think it'd be more so overseas.
Any predictions about tonight, Hector?
Well, I'm hoping for a knockout tonight. I'll be going for a knockout, and as far as any rounds, I don't care which round it goes.
Well, that's what Hector had to say about it, but his trainer, Brendan Tapp, who took over Hector a few months ago, is quietly confident about the outcome of tonight. They seem to be a good team. I had a long talk with both of them in the dressing room, and they're looking for bigger things, not in a boastful way. But Hector, of course, at 29 years of age, is right up there, and it was thought at one stage down in Melbourne that it was the end of his career when he ran into trouble at the Melbourne Town Hall. Righto, well, again today we had Alf Shaw talking earlier this afternoon with the fighter from Los Angeles, Greg Stephens.
I feel very confident. I hope for a win. Think I can take him out if I hurt him. And I'm very confident that I punch well enough to take him out.
Bill, you've seen Hector fight. You know that he's a well-rated fighter. This must be a big hurdle for your boy tonight.
It is a very big hurdle because I have a lot of respect for Hector. And in fact, I'm surprised he's not world champion as of now. But Greg knows what he's up against. He wants to get in that big time, and this is big time. And we had the first opportunity. And when they asked us to meet Hector Thompson, I thought it was an honor and a privilege for him to have that chance to fight a world-ranked fighter like him. And he come over here to do the thing that he's supposed to do, and that's to win and to go up that ladder and be a champion like he wants to be.
Well, that was Bill Slayton talking this afternoon, but have a look at him here. A wily old trainer, has been around a lot. You remember George Panassis, who put on the big fights for Lionel Rose in the United States. Bill was a good mate of George, who passed on some 3 years ago, and he knows his way around. And having a look at Greg Stephens here, you'll see when he takes the dressing gown off, but he's a long, lean type of fighter. And he's taken the trip all the way out here, and mainly to try and increase his prestige in the United States. Well, there you have it. He's 5 feet 11 inches, weighed in at 10 stone 5 today, And as I said earlier, had 24 fights, 20 wins and 14 on KOs. So both fighters will be looking for the short route here tonight. There he is with the gown off. Oh, have a look at that build. Big shoulders, thin waist. Hector Thompson, broad-shouldered, and a very, very experienced fighter. Anyway, look. Thompson's 29. Said earlier, Thompson definitely said in the dressing room he wanted to finish this one early. Beautiful straight left there from Stephens. That left getting through on 2 occasions then from Stephens. Taken on the glove by Thompson. Both those jabs taken on the glove by Thompson. Those straight lefts are straight. Elbow job then.
Stephens has got big biceps, Phil, for a fellow of his build.
Beautifully built. Thompson was telling me that he didn't know the style of this fighter at all. Stephens has only been here since Monday and hasn't shown anything in gym workouts.
They both look super fit.
On the glove again by Thompson. He jabs well, Stephens, Alf.
Exceptionally well, and at the moment he's taking the points for this round without a shadow of a doubt.
The left was the damaging punch there, if it was damaging, right into the rib cage of Stephens from Thompson. Stephens using that left jab effectively, although blocked again by Thompson. He's a cool customer, Stephens.
I like his
moving around.
I like his style, Phil. He looks like a fighter.
There's that left again getting through the guard of Thompson. And in my book, there's no doubt about it. Stephens is on top in this first round. What did you think of?
I'd give it to Stephens, 10 points to 9.
The end of round 1. Let's have a look at some of these jabs. Straight through both occasions then, through the guard of Thompson. He's a cool customer, Stephens, although Thompson has the big international experience. And I would say he probably got rid of a little bit of that nervous energy in the first round.
Well, Hector Thompson's always been a notoriously slow starter, and anyone with a good left hand like Stephens will get on top early. I would say from about round 3 onwards, if Thompson starts to get through with these body punches, and he's vaunted for his body punching, that could be the difference. But I like Stephens' style. He's relaxed and he looks like a good fighter.
Out they come for round 2. Thompson first to lead. Both fighters headhunting at the moment. We've only seen about 2 rips into the body, and both those came from Thompson midway through the first. Thompson, known for his body punching, hasn't really started to work downstairs yet. There was one into the rib cage. That was taken on the elbow, the left then by Stephens. Beautiful left hook then, and a right cross over that left lead from Stephens.
He's hurt Thompson.
He's hurt Thompson all right. Look at this, into the rib cage again, jabbing away. Thompson taking a lot of these on the gloves now. But look at the way Stephen is stalking Thompson across the ring. Jab, jab again. Thompson showing the effects of those jabs around the eyes a bit at the moment. Oh, gee, he's a cool customer, Stephen.
He looks good, Phil. Really looks good.
Thompson needs to get in and start to work on the body a bit. He's standing back and allowing the American to get his range. But of course, when you're up against a good left like that, Alf, it's hard to get in close.
It's still the best punch in any fighter's book is a good straight left.
Straight into the mouth, nose region again from Stephen. Said earlier, Thompson a slow starter, but he's getting older. Can he keep coming back?
Stephen's defence hasn't been found wanting either at the moment.
Not really. Needs to keep the elbows in if Thompson starts to work to the body. Getting near the end of the round. This is over 10 threes. All on the gloves. That right cross then was a beauty from Stephen. Flush on the chin. Thompson's in trouble here. Alf Shaw.
Another Stephen round, 10 points to 9. I've got him in front, 20-18.
And that's it for round 2. Well, now you'll see the problem that Thompson has here at the moment. Beautiful right. There was a left lead and then the right cross over the top of the left. Thompson blocking effectively, but a left hook into the head. And here we see the style. It's got it around the glove, but that right inside the left of Thompson. Thompson forcing him to miss here, but we're not seeing the best of it because what is gaining the points for Stephen are those straight lefts.
Indeed, Phil, and as I said before, I like this fellow's style. He might have only had 20 professional fights, but
round 3.
He's good.
Thompson in trouble in the second. He looks as though he means business at the moment, but the other fella's a bit cool. That straight stare of the American. Left again. Stephen.
He's in a good stable, of course, Phil, because Bill Slater does not train no-hopers.
Well, he needs to be a fighter, otherwise Red Slayton wouldn't have brought him out. We've got Stephen content to keep pushing out that left. Look at that, jab, jab. Another one from Stephen. Thompson rushing them through the left hook, but ineffective.
I don't think Thompson can out-jab this fellow, Phil. I feel he's got to go underneath as he did then.
Yes, that beautiful left into the body region, right under the heart, under the rib cage there. Good straight left then, and left and right by Stephen. Although I feel Thompson fighting a better fight here in the third. Mark in the corner of Thompson's right eye. Flashing right then from Stephen. Thompson getting caught. As soon as he starts to move into the body region and drops those hands, Stephen throws them out in a flash.
That right eye of Thompson's was damaged prior to his previous fight and had a lot of covering over it, but looks as if it could have been opened again.
Just slightly off. It doesn't look dangerous at the moment. Left rip into the body then by Thompson. Thompson warming to the job a little better in that round, Alf Shaw.
Well, I think it's even Stevens that round, 10 points apiece.
And that ends round 3.
Glorious food. I just love it going down and it tastes so good. And it always goes better with a bottle of Coca-Cola. Getting out to all that glorious food. Every glorious food. That's my food. Every glorious food.
Howdy friends, I'd just like to take a moment of your time to tell you about our brand new album called Country Salute, featuring 14 fabulous country classics like Kiss an Angel, Good Morning.
Good morning. And love her like the devil when you get back home. Reuben James, you still walk the fertile fields of my mind again. The gray skies are gone. Was good enough for me. Good enough for me and Bobby McGee. No one knows what goes on behind closed doors.
So look for it on RCA Records and Tapes, just $5.99. Johnny Chester, Country Salute, grinning at you at your record bar now.
Weekly World Discovery Tour 1979 with pianos Oriana. Go in April or September. 3.5 months right round the world. This brochure gives all the details of the 79 World Discovery Tour. It's everything a grand tour should be. Just ask your travel agent.
The rumors you may have heard about PR's restaurant really aren't true. Except the one about PR's rather delightful food served till midnight. And PR's being the favorite haunt of a lot of people who know what they like. But really, nothing goes on at PR's that you wouldn't enjoy. If that's the right way of putting it.
Right, well, let's have a look at this rip into the body by Thompson, which is about halfway through the third.
That's it.
There it is. And that was the one, probably one of the most effective punches that Thompson has thrown, although in that round he started to work into the body a little more. He was able to do that because the straight lefts of Stevens wasn't quite as effective.
And I don't think that Thompson can out-jab this fellow at long range, and Thompson is not short on a left jab himself, but this fellow's got reach on him and he's got a very good left hand. And I think, to me, it's obvious Thompson must go underneath and try and stay close and bustle this fellow.
Well, we're up for round 4. Good right inside that left of Thompson's then from Stephen. On the gloves. Again, Stephen scoring. Thompson throwing the lefts, but Thompson blocking them quite effectively. Out of those three, one got in then from Stephen. Thompson a cutting right across the chest of Stephen. Stephen keeping those gloves up well, and Thompson unable to get through that defence at the moment.
Stephen doesn't rest on his laurels, Phil. He doesn't throw one and admire it. He'll throw three, and as you said before, only 1 out of 3 got through, but it still picked up points for him.
Yes, he stands back and waits his opportunity. There it was on the cheekbone of Thompson. Another left right into the ribcage of Stephen from Thompson.
Thompson's got to do more of this.
But right on the gloves of Thompson. On the gloves of Stephen, rather. Again on the chin. Half taken on the glove, really, but those jabs are the effective punches from Stephen. Again on the glove. Thompson then came in with the right, but it glides off the elbow of Stephen. Some hard punches being thrown at the moment, but very few of them scoring. The main scoring punches are the jabs coming in from Stephen, and a comment now from Alf Shaw.
Well, I think Stephen's left jab has definitely got in the points again, 10-9.
The end of round 4. Well, here we are back in the corner of the boy from the United States. That's Greg Stephens. Let's have a look at this jabbing of Stephens in the 4th round. The most effective punches in the fight here at Festival Hall, coming live to you out of from Channel O in Brisbane through the O10 network. As they work on their fighters in the corner, we're just waiting for this slow motion to come up, but I doubt whether we're going to get it before the boys come out for the start of round 5. Scheduled to go over 10 3-minute rounds. Billy, or rather Thompson weighing in at 10 stone 3 1/4, Greg Stephens at 10 stone 5. The age difference 4 years. Thompson 29 and Stephens 25.
The experience of a very long amateur career at the moment, Phil, standing Stephen in great stead.
Well, Stephen, as we said earlier, runner-up in the Golden Gloves Championships in the States in 1976. Thompson needs now to start on the body here, coming up to the halfway mark in the fight.
Good left hook.
Good left. Beautiful left rip into the body then by Thompson. Thompson back again with another left into the body. And that made Stephens stand back and have a look. But Thompson not able to go on with it. He needs to keep moving in.
got to pressure this fellow and keep it right on him.
Tell you what, Stephen not looking as collected or as calm quite as he did in the first 4 rounds.
When you get hit with a Thompson left hook, you don't look calm.
Notice Stephen starting to lower those gloves a little bit, worrying about those rips that come into the body from Thompson. Stephen certainly not as crisp in his punching now, halfway through round 5. A right taken on the elbow and a glancing blow off the elbow with the left from Thompson. That was a good punch by Thompson, followed up by a right hook.
Best round for Thompson so far.
Stephen has given up those straight lefts. He's got a tendency now to round arm them slightly, giving Thompson time to put the glove up for protection.
That was taken on the glove.
Thompson showing the tradesman here now. Right, and there it is. Score on that last round. Well,
Thompson's round, 10 points to 9.
End of round 5. Well, here we are, and let's have a look at some of those rips into the body by Thompson. You'll see a left rip go right under the elbow of Stephen.
And look at him double up.
Immediately tried to follow that up with a right, but took it right round the back of the left elbow. Well, I'm sure our friends in Sydney, Melbourne and Adelaide would be enjoying the fight. Thompson, as usual, slow to start in the first 4 rounds, although even the 4th, and came back in the 5th. Alf Shaw, how have you got your card overall?
Stephen leading 49 to 47 at the halfway mark.
And I just feel that Stephen at the moment, not as crisp in his punching, and Thompson out very quickly then and through the left. And Thompson now getting in a little closer and about to start to mix it. See what I mean with Stephen there, pushing the punches a little bit, not that crisp jabbing that he was doing earlier.
I think he's tentative, Phil, because he's not going to jab it out too hard for fear Thompson will come underneath.
Yeah, but he's trying to jab from in close. Thompson's working a little closer to him now.
Thompson has to keep the fight close and keep the pressure under the body as he did that time.
And that left into the body then is the one that really starts to take its toll. On the glove, that one. Sounded a good punch. And we're starting to find now that Stephen unable to get through the defence of Thompson. That was nearly a bolo punch from Thompson then as he let that uppercut go. It's more a slap on the side of the head from Stephen. And this is the punching that'll bring Stephen undone. The work into the body by Thompson.
He's going to have to do plenty of it, Phil, because Stephen has still got plenty of zip in those counters.
Jab, 3 good effective jabs then from Stephen. Thompson, that rushing left rip into the body.
Oh, good left jab again.
On the glove. Hector trying to bustle Greg Stephens off his perch at the moment. Beautiful right and left then, and the uppercut on the forehead of Thompson from Stephen. And the score for that round.
I'd have to give that one to Stephen again, Phil. 10 points to 9, and he's well in front.
The end of round 6. Right, here we have both boys in the corner here, and I noticed then that Stephen, although he was effective with his jabbing on many occasions there in the 6th, started to loosen up in the last 10 seconds of that 6th round. Stephen starting to throw a few, but again he starts to jab in a moment. And Thompson here in Brisbane facing up to Greg Stephens from Los Angeles.
Look at those left jabs.
Look at these jabs go in. And it's the first time he's really got his jabs working since the 4th round.
That's correct. And it definitely picked him up the points of that round. And I've got him in front at the moment, 59 to 56. And that's a big advantage coming into round 7.
And that's the way Des Crabb scores up here on the 10-point system.
That's correct, Phil.
Round 7 of a scheduled 10-rounder. Good straight left then again by Stephen. Oh, punch! Left hook and then the right from Stephen.
4, 5, 6, 7. He's up.
Well, Thompson up. Looking very groggy. And this is where we'll see the American go in for it. He's going all out. Thompson defending desperately at the moment. Can the veteran weather the storm here? Trying to punch him in the body to the crowd. All here at Festival Hall going for the hometown boy. And Thompson in a lot of trouble here in his own corner.
He's got to get in
Copying
close.
plenty at the moment. He needs to get in there and hang on.
Oh, he's nearly down again, Phil.
And Des Crabb stepping in.
He's putting a standing count. Standing count on Thompson. He's in trouble.
Thompson needs to get in close and try and protect himself at the moment. That's it.
Bill Slayton there, Phil, telling Stephen to go in and finish it.
Well, Slayton has an impressive record, of course. 14 KOs in 24 fights as a pro. Hector Thompson here in trouble in the 7th. Right uppercut then by Thompson. He needs to use all his experience here. There we have Stephens jabbing again. Very confident fighter at the moment. Right uppercut by Thompson, but right inside the left with Stephens. Thompson round-arming a left into Stephens, but Stephens remaining cool, calm and collected, although a couple of wild ones there. Sheer courage by Hector Thompson. That's it to end round 7.
I had to give that to Stephen 10 to 8 by virtue of the 2 knockdowns.
Well, Hard punching then by Stephen. A left.
Look at this
To
right
the head, and watch this right. Bang. Right on the flush of the jaw then by Stephens. Thompson, of course, got up after that, a little groggy, and then in a dazed situation, stood off and started to try and box again, but he should have got in a little closer, as we're saying there, Alf, and got in, forced Stephens to stay close and unable to get back and throw the punches that he did. We might be able to have another look at this in a moment.
If Thompson can come back from this, it'll be the greatest performance I've seen him put up. Have a look at this. It's a perfectly timed right. That is a great punch, Phil. A great punch.
It was a great punch, and we're up to round 8 in the 10 by 3 minute rounds. And Greg Stephens will be looking for the knockout here, I'd say, in the 8th. Let's give Thompson a lot of credit then for getting up off the floor and being able to survive after receiving so much punishment as well after the knockdown.
Thompson's going to knock him out to win it. I've got him 5 points behind with 3 rounds to go.
Stephens just waiting to open up again. Got a right through then, and Thompson covers up.
He's in trouble again, Phil.
Thompson trying to work on the body, but they're not really well-timed punches getting into the body of Stephens. As Alf says, Thompson will have to knock him out. A good right, and made Stephens grimace a bit then. That one hurt from Thompson, and what he needs to do is keep moving in. Stephens is jabbing away. Thompson tried the left rip into the body, then the uppercut. Neither of them effective. And 2 jabs again from Stephens. Right on the jaw.
You notice how Stephens has shaken his right hand every time he's landed? Well, I wonder if he heard it when he knocked Thompson down.
Well, if he did, I wouldn't be signalling that to Hector Thompson.
No.
The old warhorse coming back into it, Hector Thompson. Stephens content to jab away to keep him off. Quiet around here for Stephens. Hometown crowd right behind Thompson. Came off the elbows, that left. That didn't. Alf Shaw, the score on round 8.
I'd give that round to Thompson 10 points to 9, but he's still trailing.
The end of round 8.
You may never have to wash an elephant or clean an 85-ton truck, but when it comes to cleaning up around the house, Swirl-On makes it so much easier. Active enough for heavy jobs, the unique rotary action won't harm your car's fine finish. Swirl-On's a breeze for picture windows, cleaning down the boat after a day out, or the caravan after that holiday. Be like the elephant. Don't forget to buy a Swirl-On today.
Available at My to 10 stores, Dunlop IBC, Price Right Hardware, GJ Coles, QUF Hardware, Key Hardware Group, and trade inquiries as Hoffenhagen and Company.
Hello, I'm Johnny Cash. Now, for the first time on television, the greatest collection of original recordings ever put together on one LP by the top country singer of all time. Portrait of Johnny Cash, a fantastic new album from J&B Records.
I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, but I'll try to carry off a little darkness on my back.
Johnny Cash, the man in black, sings all his biggest hits.
Don't take your guns to town, son. I got stripes.
Johnny's songs reach out to everyone. They are earthy and honest. Johnny Cash started out with a small country band and became an instant star with hits like Ring of Fire.
Into a ring of fire. It's the Orange Blossoms.
Jackson.
We got married in a
It Ain't Me, Babe. Portrait of Johnny Cash, the most popular country star of all time. Just $5.99 at record stores everywhere.
Everything's Christmas at Chandler's, and there's never been a better time to buy a refrigerator or freezer. Whirlpool 300-litre two-door fridge freezers, only $3.99 with your working fridge trade-in. Kelvinator 200-litre chest freezers, only $2.49. Huge 550-litre fridge freezer combination, reduced to $6.77. For free Christmas delivery and dependable service, it's always Chandler's.
We stand behind the product we sell.
It's now after 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are?
Well, we're right at the business end of the fight, coming up for round 9, and Thompson down on points.
I've got him down 78 to 74, Phil. He's got to knock this fellow out to beat him.
Well, he's got to come home with a pretty strong finish, and listen to the crowd urging Thompson on. Can he do it? Thompson knowing probably that he is behind on points. Every punch Thompson throws now, a cheer from the crowd here at Festival Hall in Brisbane.
Mustn't lose sight of the fact, though, that for all the ones they cheer for Thompson, Stephen is still sneaking a few of those good left legs. Oh, that was a big punch.
One into the body then from Thompson. Thompson, though, unusually, he throws one like that and then stands back and waits for Stephen to come back. Thompson trying to work hard, trying everything he knows, but just can't quite get it there.
He's got a better class about it, this American.
Typical American fighter as he threw that right, straight into the head of Thompson again. On the glove. Well, Thompson chopping away there with the side of the hand there. The right came off the gloves onto the jaw of Stephen from Thompson. They're the telling punches from Stephen. They have been all night.
Yes, he's picked up a lot of points with those straight legs.
Left rip into the body by Thompson.
He's a very loose limb fighter, Phil, with a fast pair of hands.
Yes, he's quick. Thompson moving a lot, but still not getting enough effective punching in.
And getting caught with short right-hand counters by Stephen.
On the gloves. Scorecard on round 9.
I'd share that round, Phil. 10 points apiece.
There it is at the end of round 9. Let's have a look now at Thompson throwing a good left here in that round. Looks busy enough, but as we said, not getting that many effective punches, and that was an effective one, but one of only a very few from Thompson in that round. Well, now coming up for the final round in the big fight, over 10 3-minute rounds between Hector Thompson of Australia and Greg Stephens from Los Angeles in the United States of America. And at the moment, Alf Shaw's scorecard.
I've got Stephen leading 88 points to 84, Phil, and it's got to be a knockout for Thompson, or he just can't get the decision.
Referee Des Crabb moving in, and Thompson now has to really turn it on. Well, Thompson needs to be boring in there at the moment.
This fellow is a very well-equipped professional. I think that's the best way I can describe him.
Yes, he's only been hurt on a couple of occasions, and of course we had the knockdown of Thompson. Well, both those punches taken on the elbow by Stephen. Crowd with anxious cheering here at Festival Hall. Anxious for Hector Thompson.
At the moment, Phil, I'd say a forlorn hope.
Certainly.
Got a sneaky right, this fellow, and it hurts too.
Left-right combination didn't appear to hurt Stephen. Stephen, a cool fighter from the start of the first round. The only time Thompson appeared to get on top was in the middle rounds. Thompson throwing a wild right then. Certainly not the Thompson of old, Alf.
Doesn't appear to be tonight, Phil. Either Thompson has slipped considerably, or this fellow was really one out of the box.
Looks as though it could be the former, Alf.
We'll get the comments of both corners after the fight.
Stephen fought at about the same pace all night. A very cool fight from the American. Good left then by Hector Thompson.
Not enough to pull it out of the fire on my card, but...
I think the cheering is bookies' money as we have Des Crabb moving over and crowning the visiting American, Greg Stephens from Los Angeles. And look at Bill Slayton coming out, lifting his fighter in the air. And a very happy trainer out here in Australia again. Hard luck to Hector Thompson.
Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special 8-rounder and another 4-round fight for you to conclude tonight's program.
That's for our audience up here in Festival Hall.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the corner of the winner, Greg Stephens and his trainer, Billy Slayton. Well, Bill, you've brought a few fighters over here. You said today in our interviews that you thought Thompson would be a hard one to beat, and this boy of yours tonight showed all the attributes of a very good up-and-coming fighter.
Thank you very much, and it was a pleasure coming here again. And Hector, as usual, is a strong man. He had me scared all the way through the fight, and I wish him all the luck in the future and hope to get back with this lad here again and show you some more. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bill Slayton. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner, Greg Stephens. Greg, Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much. He is very tough, just as I thought he would be. And if he wants, I'd give him a rematch.
Thank you very much, Greg Stephen. And now over to the Hector Thompson corner. Firstly, we'll have a word with Hector and then his trainer, Brendan Tapp. Hector, that was one heck of a tough fight.
Yeah, it was a lot of credit to the winner. Thanks. And you can't take anything away from him. As I said, I'd rather fight the Yanks. They've got that much experience over any other fighters in the world. And he's got a good record by the looks of it, and I'd like to give him a return. But in the same token, he was still a hard boy to beat, and I know I can beat him next time, because I did think the score was pretty close. But congratulations to him, and thanks everyone here tonight, and Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to everyone.
Thank you, Hector. Ladies and gentlemen, Hector Thompson's manager, Brendan Tapp. Brendan, you really struck a hard one tonight.
Yes. There's nothing to be ashamed of to be beaten by a fighter like that. He's one of the best I've seen here for many, many years.
He had a lot of talent, a great left hand, and the ability to get out of trouble when he looked as if he may have been in trouble. And all in all, I guess you've got no worries about the decision. I think it was a fair one.
Oh, yeah. He had not a bad right hand either, Alf.
That's right.
But no, I'm quite happy.
Thank you.